2023, the Congress party won a record mandate in Karnataka, winning 135 seats with a vote share of 43.2%. Such a big victory had become a rarity for the grand old party at a time when the BJP was in pole position in national politics.
We will invite our like-minded party people to be the part of the swearing-in ceremony. We are very much happy to invite them. Our party is the party who believe in consensus, not in dictatorship.
Only formula is to service of people. सेवा का फॉर्मूला है, कौन जिसका मन करे वो उतनी ज्यादा सेवा करे. बस सारे मित्र जो हैं उन सबको बुलाएंगे, क्योंकि ये जश्न नहीं है, ये प्रजातंत्र के प्रति कांग्रेस का समर्पण है, न केवल कर्नाटक के लिए बल्कि पूरे देश के लिए. और जनता के प्रति समर्पण के आयोजन में सब मित्र दल शामिल हों. हर वो व्यक्ति जो प्रजातंत्र के लिए संघर्ष करना चाहता है, संविधान की रक्षा करना चाहता है, वो आए और इस यज्ञ में शामिल हो.
The election was preceded by the Bharat Jodo Yatra led by Rahul Gandhi, and while its impact in the rest of the country was debatable, in Karnataka it certainly managed to drum up support for the Congress.
He decided to make Siddaramaiah as the Chief Minister of Karnataka. D.K. Shivkumar will be the only one deputy CM of Karnataka. He will continue as a PCC president till the parliament election is over. Already we are having a CLP meeting in the evening at Bangalore to formally elect CLP leader. 20th, day after tomorrow, 12:30 is the swearing-in ceremony.
It took a week between the time the results were announced to the swearing-in. There were clearly two power centers within the Congress party in Karnataka. Siddaramaiah, who became Chief Minister in 2023, led one. And D.K. Shivkumar, who became Deputy Chief Minister, led the other. Both senior politicians had their set of loyalists, and while the party leadership did not place it on record, many Shivkumar loyalists did claim that there was an arrangement wherein Siddaramaiah would be Chief Minister for 2.5 years, followed by D.K. Shivkumar for the remainder of the term.
I am not happy with the formula, but in the interest of the state of Karnataka, what Mr. D.K. Shivkumar has given a promise to the people of Karnataka, Kannadiga, we have to honor them, we have to give a good governance. So in this basis, everything should be, we have to accept, we have to follow everything. Time will come.
However, this appeared to be contested by Siddaramaiah himself on occasions where he spoke to the media or in the assembly. Siddaramaiah is a powerful political force in Karnataka, a very popular OBC leader belonging to the Kuruba community. He's a glue that binds the Ahinda coalition of the Congress, which includes minorities, backward classes and scheduled castes.
ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಈ ವರ್ಷ 4,000 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಳನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಪಸಂಖ್ಯಾತರ ಇಲಾಖೆಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷನೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಅಂತಿಮವಾಗಿ 10,000 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಳನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಪಸಂಖ್ಯಾತ ವಿಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಉದ್ದೇಶ. ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರು ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸರ್ಕಾರ. ಅದನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅಧಿಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೂ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಧರ್ಮ ಪಾಲನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಧಾರ್ಮಿಕ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳಿದಾವಲ್ಲ ಅವುಗಳ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ನಿಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ದೇಶದ ಸಂಪತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಲ್ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು. ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ಭಾರತೀಯರಲ್ವಾ? ನಾನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತನ್ನ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಧರ್ಮದವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾತಿಯವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ.
DK Shivkumar is also a Congress veteran and a troubleshooter for the party on multiple occasions. He belongs to the politically influential Vokkaliga community. So when the 2.5-year period elapsed, DK Shivkumar loyalists began speaking out and seeking a change in leadership.
Mallikarjun Kharge ji and our leader of the opposition, Rahul ji, Sonia ji has to take a decision in this issue. I hope in this end of this month, this is going to be settled. We are expecting, but this matter has to be settled as early as possible.
I don't want to discuss anything. Whenever our party high command will ask us to go to Delhi, we definitely will go to Delhi, because a lot of things Honorable Chief Minister is also keeping on his cards on the interest of the state. Now we are having a discussion on various issues. Our GBA election is also been announced by the court.
देखिए, कर्नाटक में कांग्रेसियों के बीच में आपस में जुतम पेजार है, काफी द्वंद है और इनके बीच में झगड़ा लगाने वाले कोई और नहीं है. ये राहुल जी, सोनिया जी हैं. ये लोग ही कभी सिद्धारमैया को कह देते हैं आप कार्यकाल पूरा करेंगे और DK शिवकुमार को कह देते हैं कि तुमको बनाने वाले हैं. वहाँ सरकार नाम की कोई चीज नहीं है. DK शिवकुमार, सिद्धारमैया आपस में लड़ने में लगे हैं और खड़गे जी को भी लगता है कि राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष होते हुए उनके परिवार से कोई CM हो जाए.
They might have completed 3 years of rule in Karnataka. But people are disgusted with their administration, corruption, infight, and almost all the so-called ministers in the Congress government, they did not look into the public at large, and so totally the people of Karnataka are disgusted with the ruling of Congress.
Earlier this month, the buzz intensified and there were indications that change was afoot. Even as the AICC General Secretary in charge of Karnataka, Randeep Singh Surjewala, claimed that meetings involving DK Shivkumar, Siddaramaiah and the party leadership in the national capital pertained only to Rajya Sabha elections.
Over next 1 or 2 days with both of them, as also other senior leaders of the party, including members of the cabinet, on who would be the most appropriate candidates, including the candidature of the sitting council members and as also in Rajya Sabha, and so that party can get and the state can get the best representation possible. Currently, no meeting of the legislature party has been called by the Congress party. No other decision has yet been taken. As things evolve, we will inform you.
Honorable Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge ji and LOP Rahul Gandhi ji. Of course, CM Siddaramaiah ji, Deputy CM DK Shivkumar ji and General Secretary in charge of Karnataka and myself be part of the discussion. Today, entire discussion is only concentrated on coming Rajya Sabha elections and council elections of Karnataka. Whatever speculation you people are doing, that is only speculation, no reality at all. Today we discussed about the Rajya Sabha seats and the council seats of Karnataka. The candidates of Rajya Sabha and council seats of Karnataka will be announced along with the other seats like Chhattisgarh, like Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan and Jharkhand, like the states. That's all. This is what we have decided today, nothing else.
There weren't too many takers to this response. Clearly the meetings were about the future course of leadership in Karnataka, and soon enough it was confirmed that DK Shivkumar would be replacing Siddaramaiah as Chief Minister. It was reported that Siddaramaiah was offered a Rajya Sabha ticket, but he refused. He submitted his resignation.
ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ನವರು ನನಗೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ರಾಜ್ಯಸಭಾಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಬಹಳ ವಿನಮ್ರವಾಗಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ನಾನು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ರಾಜಕಾರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ರಾಜ್ಯ ರಾಜಕಾರಣದಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಮೊದಲಿನಿಂದಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಅನೇಕ ಸಾರಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದವರು ಮುಂದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ. ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ನವರು ಯಾವಾಗ ಸೂಚಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಆವಾಗ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆಯನ್ನ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆಯನ್ನ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಾನು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಪಾಲರ ಭವನದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆಯನ್ನ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
The attention will now shift to who will be part of the new cabinet under Shiv Kumar and whether differences between the two support bases would not be an impediment in governance. The criticism on the part of the BJP throughout the tenure of Siddaramaiah was that the tussle between the two camps in the state appeared to preoccupy the Karnataka government more than the serious governance issues that the state faces, including the fulfillment of the 5 guarantees promised by the Congress.
Now today I can be very sure every family remembers Siddaramaiah sir and the Congress government, what we have promised and we have delivered. You come into power with a confidence and with a manifesto delivery what you're going to do, and we have done it. Yeah. And whatever financial implications are, you have to handle it. That's your business. Yeah. And for that, I think the expertise of 17 years of being finance minister, 8 years of chief minister, I think he has delivered. And coming to Honorable D.K. Shivakumarji, I mean, he's more of a brotherly this thing. Mm-hmm. That kind of a relation what I have personally with him. But of course, he has guided me very well. I think he is a tough person, and he will take it very tough and very carefully.
The question is this a transition? The political developments in Karnataka are critical because the Congress has been in decline nationally. It has a government of its own only in the states of Karnataka, Telangana, Himachal Pradesh and now Kerala. It is a junior partner in the Jharkhand government led by the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha's Hemant Soren, and most recently became part of the Tamil Nadu government for the first time in 59 years, with its MLAs joining the TVK-led coalition.
This is a new beginning. A new era of a real, secular, social justice starts now. இங்க ஒரே சென்டர் தான், என் தலைமையில் உண்டான சென்டர். இந்த பக்கம் ஒரு சென்டர், இந்த பக்கம் ஒரு பவர் சென்டர், அங்க ஒரு பவர் சென்டர், அதெல்லாம் கிடையவே கிடையாது. இப்பவே சொல்லிடுறேன். சினிமாவில் எப்படியாவது கஷ்டப்பட்டு வெற்றி அடையணும்னு இருந்த ஒரு சாதாரண அசிஸ்டன்ட் டைரக்டருக்கு பிறந்த ஒரு பிள்ளையா, நான் ஒன்னும் பெரிய மன்னர் பரம்பரையிலிருந்தெல்லாம் வந்துடல. உங்களை மாதிரிதான், உங்கள ஒருத்த மாதிரிதான், உங்க குடும்பத்துல ஒருத்த மாதிரிதான், உங்க புள்ள மாதிரிதான், உங்க மகன் மாதிரிதான், உங்க அண்ணன் மாதிரிதான், உங்க தம்பி மாதிரிதான். சோ அதையெல்லாம் பார்த்துட்டு உங்களுக்கு ஒரு வெள்ளை அறிக்கையா அதை வெளியிடணும்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன். ஒரு டிரான்ஸ்பரண்டான ஒரு கவர்மெண்டா, அதாவது இன்னைக்கு நம்ம தமிழ்நாடு கவர்மெண்ட் இந்த நிலைமையில தான் இருக்கு அப்படின்றத உங்ககிட்ட சொல்லிட்டு I just want to take it forward from there. அதான் நான் முதல்ல செய்யணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Not only me, entire Tamil Nadu have been waiting for change, waiting for this kind of good things to be happened in Tamil Nadu. It has been given opportunity for 4th of May. Performing government today, be feeling proud and doing good.
This is the best governance till today. Who have released a white paper, right? I think this government is going to show the transparency and how the previous government have done the work. This is called transparency government. The people have called it transparency. It's not. Today you will see with the white paper how the transparency government works.
Definitely it is a very happiest moment for all people of Tamil Nadu. They have a lot of trust on us, and every minute definitely we'll work to fulfill the trust of the people on what they have voted for us. Whatever our leader has promised, no corruption and no drug-free state, and whatever our leader has promised, definitely we all will put our efforts to fulfill those promises to the people, and definitely from day one we all will work for the betterment.
But the party has failed a pile of defeats after the 2024 Lok Sabha polls. In Haryana, in Maharashtra, in Delhi, Bihar, West Bengal, Assam and Puducherry. It faces serious problems of internal cohesion and has been plagued by defections mainly to the Bharatiya Janata Party.
साथियों, कांग्रेस की पहचान आज एक परजीवी पार्टी की बन गई है और इसलिए वो पहला मौका मिलते ही अपने साथियों के साथ भी विश्वासघात करती है और इसलिए ही कहा जाता है कि कोई ऐसा सगा नहीं जिसे कांग्रेस ने ठगा नहीं। अभी तमिलनाडु में ही देखिए, 25-30 साल से कांग्रेस का डीएमके के साथ घनिष्ठ संबंध था, लेकिन जैसे ही सत्ता का खेल कहीं और मुड़ गया तो सत्ता के लालच में सत्ता भूखी कांग्रेस ने पहला मौका मिलते ही डीएमके की पीठ में छुरा भोंक दिया।
In Tamil Nadu, there have been several defections from the AIDMK into the TVK. There is speculation that more could follow. Eventually, these seats will go to the polls for a by-poll, and in the event that the TVK, led by Vijay, wins more seats, it could be in a situation to sail past the majority mark on its own, in which case it may not require the Congress and the other smaller parties to back a coalition.
AIDMK as a party in the recently concluded election faced a defeat. Not only in the recently concluded election, in the past election also we faced a defeat. So we decided and asked our General Secretary to convene the General Council meeting and to discuss what is the problem, why we got defeated in the elections, to discuss and take further action to the development and interest of the party. We asked him to convene the General Council. We expect our General Secretary to convene the General Council meeting. And in the meantime, they proposed some proposal, which is we as a AIDMK legislative party to form the government with the support of the DMK government, which is against our founding principles. To align with the DMK, we are not, our legislative parties and party men are against to that proposal. We opposed. So, and our legislative party in the meeting, we take a decision. It is against our party interest. If we align with the DMK, AIDMK will be wiped out in future. So, we are against.
The Congress will be hoping for stability in Karnataka. It has, after all, suffered bitter experiences with internal dissension. from Sachin Pilot in Rajasthan against Ashok Gehlot before the latter prevailed, and Jyotiraditya Scindia against Kamal Nath, with the former walking away from the party with several MLAs defecting to the BJP and bringing down the Congress government. The festering of tensions between different camps will continue to remain a worry. As of now, Shiv Kumar is poised to take over as the Chief Minister. How will the remainder of the Congress's tenure pan out? One will have to wait and see.